Have you ever wondered why, no matter what they do, you always seem to come out on top? In a moment where the usual games no longer work, and their schemes crumble like ash, you find yourself in an unexpected place. Somewhere they never expected you to rise. Their conversations fall silent, not because you've entered, but because they're caught off guard by the ripple of your success. They clutch their fading hopes, realizing too late that their attempts to undermine you have only fueled your ascension. Every calculated move they made has unraveled, leaving them to piece together how you've outmaneuvered them without a word of explanation. As they scramble to regain control, it's clear the power they once thought they held is now slipping through their fingers, while you stand unshaken, watching the empire you've built on their doubts stand strong. The truth is written in their wary glances, in the tension that fills the spaces between their words. You've turned their fears into your strength, and now all they can do is watch as you continue to rise, unstoppable and untouchable. The first reason why you will get the last laugh is because they tried to isolate you, but you found strength in solitude. Their goal was simple: to watch you wither away in the absence of their approval. But what they didn't anticipate was the power you'd cultivate in the silence they imposed upon you. You remember the moment when they collectively turned their backs, leaving you alone in a room full of people who were supposed to be family. The whispers, the avoidance, the cold shoulders. They assumed that their absence would create a void within you, a void too vast to fill without their validation. At a family gathering, you stood on the fringes, every glance cast in your direction filled with judgment, each smile a mask for their satisfaction at your supposed downfall. But in that isolation, you did not crumble, you did not break. Instead, you found the strength that had always been within you, waiting to be unearthed. The solitude they forced upon you became your fortress, not a prison. In the stillness, where their voices could no longer drown out your own, you connected with a power far greater than the one they believed they held over you. Your spirit guides, unseen but ever present, began to whisper truths into your soul. Truths that fortified your resolve and opened your eyes to the reality of your strength. They thought they were cutting you off from your lifeline, but in reality, they were pushing you closer to the divine forces that had been waiting to guide you all along. Now, as you stand before them, your posture is unyielding, your gaze unwavering. You are no longer the person they sought to diminish. You are the embodiment of resilience, the living proof that isolation can forge diamonds. They watch you now, confusion etched into their faces, unable to grasp how the very solitude they inflicted upon you has become your sanctuary, your source of power. In the end, it is you who stands victorious, your spirit unbroken, your connection with the divine stronger than ever. While they are left grappling with the reality that their efforts to break you have only served to elevate you. The second reason why you will get the last laugh is because they tried to break your spirit, but you rose from the ashes. They underestimated your resilience, believing that their cruel words and false accusations would shatter you beyond repair. But instead of being consumed by the fire they set, you emerged reborn, stronger than ever. A former friend, once close enough to know your secrets, began to spread malicious rumors, aiming to tarnish your reputation. The lies circulated like wildfire, each one carefully crafted to wound you, to strip away your dignity. They thought you would crumble under the weight of their deceit, that the darkness they cast upon you would be too much to bear. As the whispers grew louder and the glances more judgmental, they anticipated your downfall, certain that the pressure would break you. But you didn't falter. You faced the venomous gossip with unshakable grace, refusing to allow their negativity to define who you are. You stood tall amidst the chaos, your spirit unyielding, your heart pure. Every lie they told was like a match thrown into the flames. But instead of being consumed, you used that fire to forge yourself anew. Your spirit became like a phoenix, ignited by their betrayal, burning in the inferno of their deceit, only to rise from the ashes more powerful, more radiant than they could ever have imagined. Months passed, and as they watched from the shadows, expecting to see you diminished. They were instead forced to witness your transformation. You didn't just survive, you thrived. The very lies that were meant to destroy you became the catalyst for your rebirth. You rose higher, shined brighter, and stood stronger, a living testament to your indomitable spirit. Their efforts to break you backfired spectacularly, revealing the true extent of your power. Now, they are the ones left in disbelief, stunned by the heights you've reached, as you soar above the ashes of their failed schemes. Your spirit, once targeted for destruction, has become a beacon of resilience and strength, leaving them to grapple with the reality that they could never break you. Though they mocked your dreams, you made them a reality. That's the third reason why you will get the last laugh. When you first voiced your aspirations, they laughed, a cold, dismissive sound that echoed with their disbelief. In the workplace, colleagues exchanged knowing glances, their faces twisted with smug certainty that your ambitions would crumble into dust. They called your dreams foolish, mere fantasies, with no grounding in reality. But their laughter did not deter you. It fueled you. With unwavering determination and unshakable faith, you nurtured those dreams as if they were the most precious seeds planted by the universe itself. As time passed, what they dismissed as absurdity began to take shape. Those dreams, once derided as unreachable, began to blossom, fed by your relentless pursuit and the divine timing that was always on your side. The very ambitions they scorned are now the realities they cannot ignore. Your success now stands as a towering testament to your vision, casting a long shadow over their shallow doubts. They find themselves in stunned silence, unable to comprehend how you turned what they once mocked into something so undeniably real, so brilliantly successful. Your dreams were more than just desires. They were the universe whispering its purpose into your soul. As you nurtured them, they grew, defying the limitations others tried to impose on you. Now, as they stand in bewilderment, you bask in the fruits of your labor, each success a radiant bloom that outshines their scorn. The last laugh is yours, a victory not just over their doubts, but over the very notion that anyone could ever limit the power of your dreams. The fourth reason why you will get the last laugh is because they underestimated your resilience, but you endured. They believed that the weight of your struggles would crush you, that the relentless pressures of financial hardship and relationship turmoil would finally break your spirit. Yet they failed to understand the depths of your endurance, the strength that lies beneath the surface, unseen but unwavering. During your darkest days, when it seemed as though every aspect of your life was crumbling, they watched and waited for your inevitable collapse. The financial burdens mounted, each bill and overdue notice a reminder of the precarious situation you faced. Relationships strained under the weight of misunderstanding and conflict, leaving you isolated in your struggle. They assumed you were on the brink of giving up, convinced that no one could withstand such pressure without shattering. But they were wrong. You didn't just survive, you thrived. When the walls seemed to close in, you found hidden doors. When the weight of the world bore down on you, you discovered reservoirs of strength you never knew you had. While they expected you to falter, you quietly and steadily found solutions, each one a testament to your unyielding resilience. You weathered the storm not by avoiding the challenges, but by facing them head-on, turning each obstacle into an opportunity for growth. Your resilience was not just a personal trait, but a force beyond comprehension, a protective energy that wrapped around you like an impenetrable shield. Every challenge they hurled at you was absorbed and transformed, becoming a stepping stone that lifted you higher. You endured because you were meant to, because the very forces they underestimated were the ones that fueled your rise. Now, as you stand firm, stronger than ever, they are left in awe, questioning how you managed to survive what was meant to break you. Your endurance has become their mystery, your success, their bewilderment. They can no longer deny the power you possess, a power they failed to recognize until it was too late. You endured, not because it was easy, but because you are resilient beyond measure, and that resilience has brought you to a place they never imagined you would reach. Despite their efforts to compete, They couldn't keep up. And that's the fifth reason why you will get the last laugh. They thought they could challenge your brilliance, believing that their underhanded tactics would elevate them above you. But in their pursuit to outshine you, they overlooked the truth. Your success was not born of mere ambition, but of an unshakable foundation built on genuine talent and relentless hard work. A jealous coworker, envious of your achievements, made it their mission to surpass you. They took credit for your ideas, whispered lies to undermine your credibility, and tried to paint you as unworthy of your success. They believed that if they could just outmaneuver you, they would claim the spotlight for themselves. But their efforts were futile, because your work spoke louder than their deceit. Every task you completed was a testament to your skill. Every challenge you overcame a display of your resilience. While they were busy plotting your downfall, you were steadily climbing higher, your progress unhindered by their attempts to pull you down. Your path was not one of mere competition. It was a journey illuminated by a higher purpose. A purpose that ensured no matter how much they tried to dim your light, it would only grow brighter. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, recognized the authenticity of your efforts and protected your ascent. Each time they tried to sabotage you, their own inadequacies were revealed, making it impossible for them to keep up with the pace you set. Your light, fueled by your dedication and guided by forces beyond their comprehension, shone with an intensity they could never match. As you continued to excel, their presence in the race began to fade. The coworker who once seemed determined to outshine you was left struggling in your wake, their attempts to keep up growing more desperate and less effective. Eventually, they faded into the background, overshadowed by the brilliance they could never rival. You, on the other hand, stand triumphant, your success undeniable, your victory secured. The competition they so eagerly pursued has become their defeat, and you, with your unwavering focus and divine guidance, have the last laugh. The sixth reason why you will get the last laugh is because they belittled your beliefs. But you saw the truth. When you first embraced your spiritual practices, they mocked you, sneering at the rituals that anchored your soul. They called you delusional, dismissing your faith in the unseen as foolish and misguided. Your meditation, your prayers, your connection to the divine, they ridiculed every act of devotion, convinced that it was all for nothing. Yet, as time flowed forward, an undeniable shift began to unfold. While they floundered in the chaos of their own lives, they couldn't ignore the serenity that surrounded you. Peace became your constant companion, success your frequent guest, and happiness your daily reality. As they watched from the sidelines, their scorn began to falter, replaced by a creeping realization. The very beliefs they had ridiculed were the foundation of your strength, the source of the light that illuminated your path. They had mocked what they did not understand, but now they stood in awe of the power that radiated from you. The divine energy you connected with through your practices became more than just a belief. It became a force that manifested blessings and guided you through every challenge. Their attempts to belittle your faith were futile, for what they failed to grasp was that your spirituality was not just an act of devotion, but a direct link to the universe's boundless energy. That connection fortified you, turning every prayer into a shield, every meditation into a beacon. They belittled what they could not comprehend, only to see its undeniable power reflected in your life. The last laugh is yours, a silent victory that echoes through every aspect of your existence, proving that your beliefs were never something to be mocked, but something to be revered. The seventh reason why you will get the last laugh is because they tried to trap you, but you escaped. They believed they could ensnare you in their carefully laid plans, confident that their traps would bring about your downfall. Whether it was a toxic relationship designed to drain your spirit, a manipulative work environment meant to stifle your growth, or a deceptive friendship crafted to undermine your trust, they underestimated your awareness and the sharpness of your intuition. They thought you would stumble blindly into their snares, oblivious to the dangers lurking beneath the surface. They assumed you were too trusting, too naive to see the web of deceit they spun around you. But what they didn't realize was that you were always one step ahead. Your intuition finely tuned to the energies around you. You saw their traps for what they were, pitfalls meant to bring you down, and you skillfully navigated away from them, leaving them to grapple with their own defeat. In a toxic relationship, where every word and action was meant to diminish your light, you recognized the patterns of manipulation early on. You didn't wait for the final blow. You walked away before they could tighten their grip. In the manipulative work environment, where they tried to box you into a corner, suffocating your creativity and ambition, you saw the signs and made your escape, finding freedom and success in a place where they could no longer reach you. And in the deceptive friendship, where trust was a weapon used against you, you discerned the betrayal long before it could take root, severing ties and moving on with your head held high. Your intuition was not merely a gut feeling, but a divine guidance, a higher power steering you clear of their traps. It was as if you were surrounded by an invisible force field, one that alerted you to danger and protected you from harm. While they were busy plotting, you were quietly and decisively making your way to safety, their plans crumbling in your wake. They are now left puzzled, unable to comprehend how you managed to slip through their fingers, while you stand free and unscathed, with the last laugh firmly in your grasp. The eighth reason why you will get the last laugh is because they tried to steal your light, but it only grew brighter. In the social arenas where they craved dominance, they sought to outshine you, their attempts as desperate as they were futile. They belittled your achievements, dismissing your worth with cutting remarks and underhanded compliments, all in a bid to cast you into the shadows. They believed that if they could make themselves the center of attention, your light would dim, leaving them basking in the glow of stolen praise. But what they failed to understand was that your light was never theirs to diminish. Instead of fading, your light intensified, radiating with a brilliance that could not be ignored. With every attempt they made to undermine you, your light only grew stronger, a beacon of truth that exposed the very essence of who you are. The more they tried to eclipse you, the more glaring their own inadequacies became. They wanted to overshadow you, but your light, a gift from the universe itself, was destined to shine beyond their reach. Your light is not just a reflection of your achievements, but a manifestation of your true essence, a force of nature that no envy or pettiness could ever tarnish. As they struggled to outdo you, they found themselves trapped in the shadows of their own making, while you continued to shine ever brighter. Their efforts to steal your light only highlighted their own insecurities, leaving them in a dimming glow as your brilliance illuminated the truth. The last laugh is yours, a testament to the fact that no one can take away the light that the universe has bestowed upon you. You are meant to shine, and no one can change that. Expecting you to fail, they were proven wrong by your success beyond their imagination, which is the ninth reason why you will get the last laugh. From the very beginning, they doubted you, their whispers of skepticism growing louder with each new endeavor you took on. They placed bets on your failure, convinced that the obstacles ahead would be your undoing. Every project, every dream, was met with their cynical smirks and quiet predictions of your downfall. But what they didn't account for was the fire within you, a force so powerful that it turned every challenge into fuel for your success. They watched in stunned silence as you surpassed every barrier they so confidently placed in your path. Your achievements weren't just victories, they were triumphs that shattered the limits of their expectations. You didn't just succeed, you soared, reaching heights they never even considered possible. Each step you took was a declaration that you were not bound by their limitations, but guided by a power far greater. Your success is not just a result of hard work, but a testament to your divine alignment. The universe itself conspired in your favor, transforming every potential failure into an astonishing victory. Every time they anticipated your collapse, the universe lifted you higher, leaving them speechless in the wake of your achievements. They expected you to falter, but instead, they were forced to witness your unstoppable rise. The last laugh is yours, a brilliant and undeniable proof that their doubts could never hold back the destiny that was always yours to claim. As you walk away from the doubters, the naysayers, and those who tried to break you, the smile on your face is undeniable. They're left in the wake of your triumph, confused, defeated, and bewildered by the fact that you're still standing, still thriving, still shining with a brilliance they never anticipated. But deep down, you've always known the truth. You were never meant to falter under their pressure. You were always destined to get the last laugh. The power within you, aligned with the universe's unstoppable force, has guided you through every storm they thought would consume you. No matter what they throw your way, you will continue to rise, to shine, and to succeed in ways that leave them speechless. Now, it's your time to share your victory. Let your story be a beacon for those who are still walking through the fire. Share your experiences, your triumphs, and how you've turned every attempt to bring you down into a stepping stone toward greatness. Your story is not just your own. It's a testament to the resilience and power that lies within everyone who dares to stand tall against the odds. Tell your story, and watch as it inspires others to do the same.